You know him as the new ruler, she's his sovereign, yet their imperial status in Tinseltown is getting stirred up. That's right, we're discussing. In all honesty, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Yet here's the wind, it's not any more Snare's embarrassment, no people this time. Everything revolves around Will. And a few amazing reports twirling around him in tribute. You ought to be what is happening that I consider private. You simply feel like it ain't actually, no one was business. Except for better believe it, yet presently dark Twitter. Hey everybody, I'm Leah. And today I will discuss the tremendous ruckus brought about by charges encompassing Will Smith's sexuality, and all the more critically Jada Pinkett Smith's response to everything from stories about Will Smith and Diddy celebrating together to the steady hypothesis about for what reason Will would conceivably conceal his actual sexuality. It's holding nothing back here then. At that point, there's the obvious issue at hand, the whimsical connection among Will and Jada, and the main thing for now is the way Jada responds to these reports. Okay folks, we should get into it today. I'm discussing the whirling hypotheses around our number one Hollywood-wise Will Smith. You could have seen or card a few jabbers proposing that our man Will could be gay or sexually open. That's right, it's all in all a title. Isn't it yet? I'm here to examine these bits of hearsay, not embrace them. This entire mayhem built up some momentum when reports of a few pretty wild gatherings with Diddy came out. The buzz was that these weren't your generally average Hollywood social gatherings, yet rather parties that took care of a prevalently gay group. You can envision how this set the tattle grapevine obliged you. And I were going through an undeniably challenging time, no doubt. And we concluded I was finished with one another. No doubt you kicked me to the control. And afterward there's this succulent goodie about Will's most memorable spouse. The tattle goes like this. She purportedly found him with another other man. And think about what the talk recommends, that Will handed over a huge check to keep her calm, a seriously fiery tale. Isn't it yet stand by there's more gab about some potential family show inside the Smith family has been getting out, and about two relational peculiarities can get confounded, particularly while you're residing in the public eyes. So it's impossible to say concerning what's truly cooking behind those Cheeto walls. We essentially, and obviously the top plant is overflowing with inquiries regarding Jada Pinkett Smith. We've all seen their genuine conversations on Red Casual Conversation. Wait, yet the million-dollar question is the reason would Jada stay hitched excessively well in the event that he's evidently gay? Some contend everything revolves around keeping up with their picture, while others figure their extraordinary relationship may very well be more going on behind the scenes. Recall that unusual episode with Chris Rock. A speedy recap for the people who missed it. Chris told a wisecrack about Jada, and while he wasn't excessively entertained, as a matter of fact he approached the stage and slapped Chris squarely in the center of a live occasion. Gracious, wow, this occurrence blended the Hollywood pot, adding much more intensity to the theories about Will's sexuality. So here's where things got a little convoluted. Jada dropped a sensation on her syndicated program, Read Table Talk. She confessed to an ensnarement with August Alsina, who, fun truth, is a dear companion of their child Jaden. When I got into an alternate sort of trap, it is a relationship. Yes, it was a relationship. No doubt it's a bit of a tangled web. Isn't it? Was likewise uncovered that will clearly give his approval for this undertaking to happen. August was presumably attempting to convey on the grounds that I could truly perceive how he would see it as consent, since we were isolated. This exposure turned the tables on how fans apparent their marriage. Many began scrutinizing the receptiveness of their relationship. And things abruptly turned into a ton murkier. And here comes one more startling unexpected development. It just so happens Will not just had any awareness of his significant other's undertaking with August, yet in addition upheld it. I truly plunked down with Will and had a discussion because of the change from their union with a day-to-day existence organization that they have spoken on a few times. And not including sentimentalism, he gave me his approval. August said this public broadcasting of their confidential matters left a harsh desire for the mounts of many fans felt let down. And it genuinely marked the couple's standing as people of note. Their activities convey weight. And this disclosure certainly steered the results. Normally people had a ton to say regarding how the Smiths took care of this present circumstance, from online gatherings to virtual entertainment. Individuals weren't precisely excited with the new development. It resembled watching a most loved program out of nowhere take a plunging quality. Frustration doesn't actually start to cover it then. At that point came the flood of hypothesis and reports about what was genuinely happening in secret. Paranoid fears fired springing up like popcorn, everyone more vivid than the last. Fans and pundits the same began to sort out their renditions of the genuine Smith marriage story. And afterward there's the central issue: is their getting through marriage a distraction? A few fans are estimating that their apparently unfaltering bond is only a concealment for world's supposed homosexuality. Recollect when Alexis Arquette worked up the waters with a striking assertion she guaranteed. And I quote, when Jada emerges as gay in her facial hair husband concedes his most memorable marriage finished, when she strolled into him adjusting his friendly benefactor Benny Medina, recommending the two Smiths are involving their marriage as a cover. And we felt that was all there was to it. However, at that point bits of gossip sprung up about a supposed mystery issue between Will Smith and Dewey Martin. Purportedly Will made a monstrous payout to keep the embarrassment away from public scrutiny. That is a ton of money to stay quiet about things, wouldn't you concur? When we thought we'd heard it all, Trisha Paytas ventured onto the scene, asserting Will Smith was compelling her male artists into awkward circumstances. She made sense of what about stress over your tricking husband having intercourse with one of my male artists, when they would have rather not. Tossing one more curve our direction, stoking the fire. Puma right turned an account recommending both Will and Jada were becoming really close with their mentees, as would be natural for her. They're both sexually unbiased. They do bizarre things in their home. And young fellows have gone out shouting pretty condemning words, wouldn't you say then? At that point, Compose dropped the D-bomb Diddy. She connected him to Will as one of his supposed male accomplices, which regarded the tattle plant like a tension cooker. Goodness enormous. Yet I'm not homophobic. And I truly don't. You don't mind. You understand what I'm talking about. I just yet. I'm terrible at the game. And it's likely silly. I will. And did he, in spite of having 7 children, he's never asked about getting married to anybody, which prompted him being under the scanner. His relationship with Will was all additionally taken apart with each collaboration. Examined the association among Diddy and Will is very dubious. And many fans have been pondering, is their security really only companionship? There were sightings of Diddy and Will together at parties that were supposedly of a gay sort. Yes, you heard it right. These were customary Hollywood gatherings. As well as allegedly, there were a few exercises going down that recommended in any case the individual who exposed this. As a matter of fact, Panther Wright, she had asserted before about the unseemly conduct in the Smith family, and she had more to share about Diddy. As per Wright, Diddy was